We are live.
I got some music too.
There we go.
All
right.
We are live.
Oh, I'm hearing an echo
I
somewhere.
got some music too.
There we go.
All
right.
We are live.
Oh, I'm hearing an echo somewhere.
I got some music too.
There we go.
All right. We are live.
Oh, I'm hearing 4 times.
Somewhere. See, you broke it.
Somehow we broke it. Let me see if I can do something here.
You broke it.
Somehow we broke it. What the heck is this about? Let me see if I can do something.
It's always something.
All right, let me just tell people, hold on.
Always something.
What is going on with this? Hold on. I can't hear it now at all. Anyone have their stuff on?
What stuff?
Just something in the background. They're playing the audio from. Anyone have their stuff on? Weird.
What stuff?
Just something in the background.
Maybe can you mute James? I wonder if the feedback's coming from his rig.
Yeah, James, if you can hear us, turn down your audio, James.
Okay, went away.
It is funny. We were talking about audio tonight, and it's going sideways.
Yeah.
We planned that.
Yeah.
There we go. So the echo's gone.
Yay!
Yeah.
Bettero. Holy moly.
Yeah, that wasn't planned at all.
Yeah.
Excellent. Looks like the gang's all here.
I'm still hearing an echo.
I'm not.
I'm not really getting it.
Okay. Maybe it's me.
It kind of seemed to go away when you put your headset on.
How about now?
Sounds beautiful.
It was me. It was always me. Oh my
You
goodness.
bum.
Man.
Another trucker.
Leave
All right,
it to the
guys.
IT guy.
So I'll start off. I'm Brian from Arrowhead Garage, and the gentleman below me is,
Mike from Lake and Lodge Garage.
and the guy below him,
I'm not sure who's below him.
John
You or
is-
me?
you are John.
Oh, me, because my screen looks totally different, Mr. IT man.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, John from the old Vinyl Village Garage, right? Build cars here on the old Tar Car Garage, proving it can be done and sharing the ups and downs, I guess, with y'all.
And then
Louis from First Generation Garage.
right on.
Cool.
Well, I think we should first start out by saying happy birthday to one of our fellow Firebird sisters.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Happy birthday, Lisa.
She is building a 76 Pontiac Firebird, which she may have done for Firebird Fest.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm going to pull these headphones out real quick here. Let me see if that's better. Someone talk to me.
Hello.
There you
Yes.
go. Mutual better. All right, Miss Lisa, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right. And let's kind of talk about what we did this week. I guess, Jonathan, you go first.
Well, wow, I feel very privileged. I made a naked bird. I stripped all the paint off of it here so that I can get ready to put it in primer. I always strip that EDP coating off because I don't trust it, but this is the first time I went through all the trouble to strip that stuff off, and I didn't find any rust. So I'm not complaining, but I still don't think I trust it, but it was kind of nice not to see rust underneath that stuff hiding. So it's kind of a nice surprise.
Yeah, I always see at least one spot.
Yeah, I didn't get any of this go around, so I'll
That's
take it.
Where did Dad's car come from?
My dad's car?
Yeah, or that
The
car.
dumpster. It was in a trash pile in a junkyard.
Jonathan, you're the reason I'm a raging alcoholic.
Yep.
Or at least one of.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
Even my bird had rust.
Just a little bit. It was holy. It was
It
very
was very
spiritual.
holy.
Yes.
It was blessed.
Yes. Very blessed.
Mike, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, this week I
He's
fitted a new
exhausted.
drive shaft and power steering lines. I'm quickly running out of things to do before I have to start doing body work. I
Yeah.
think I've been milking these jobs as long as I can. It's time to pull the plug.
And that pipe polisher thing contraption, Mike,
Yeah.
that was cool as
Yeah,
I
that's
never
pretty
knew that
neat
existed.
little tool. It makes quick work of exhaust systems or any round tube that you got to clean up, sand, polish, whatever. Works good.
Man. And Mr. Louie, what have you been up to?
I'm still working on the engine.
Of the Neighbird?
Yep.
Right on.
I saw
All
that.
I did this week was
Yeah.
polish my bird. So I went ahead and I got the the 210 and the 105 done.
Yeah.
It looks really good, except there's a few little burn throughs. So we're going to see what that's like in my next video, which will be out maybe Sunday at 1 o'clock. I'm going to try something
Oh,
different.
nice.
Yeah, we're not,
That's a good time.
just try something, you know? Very cool. All right. Let's do trivia real quick.
Okay.
Trivia number 1. What
All
part
right.
did the first gen Firebird play in the movie Gone in 60 Seconds? Anybody? Make
I'm
your
not
comment.
allowed to answer.
No, you're not. We can't win. We can't win.
It's getting kind of hot in here, though.
Anyone for brats, burgers? While we're waiting, Elrod's Garage is with us. Bill O'Brien is here. John Kilborn,
Nice.
Jim and Kelly, Mike Jacobs, Vinny, my buddy, VHP 454, CD ALGO Pisky. Please say hello to my sweet wife, BA, who is watching with me, and hello to you too. All right.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Of course, Lisa's here, the birthday girl. And Scotty is here. Bowtie Classics, Wilder's with us. Howard Russell is joining us.
Nice.
Richard Dube is here. The Hands 22 and Pontiacs and Pickin'.
We're talking about the Nicolas Cage version. That is correct.
Oh, there's a different version?
The original one was done with. If you've never seen that, I'm not sure if you're missing anything or not. It's definitely different.
It is different.
Yeah.
I'll have to try my local Blockbuster for that.
It was shot without permits on a super low budget, and they didn't mean to crash the car, and they did. So it's interesting.
Whoopsie. Looks like KUH New York 2243 is here. Kelly and Rob 7844, and James Bursch is here from Michigan. All right, so you guys have any idea of what part did the first gen Firebird play in the movie Gone in 60 Seconds?
It makes you sad. Oh, I see it. It popped up. I see it.
94 cars were wrecked in the original?
William O'Brien.
Yeah, Bill O'Brien, you, sir, have won because that's exactly what it is. Right on. Bill's gonna get our first sticker. We're getting stickers made up of our cartoon characters, and we'll have those in a couple weeks to give out to people. All right, cool. Let's I'll get rid of that. And as you can see, we're trying some new stuff tonight, guys. So let me know if you like it, you don't like it, and we'll kind of go from there. So I think we're talking about car audio today, are we not?
Yes.
I think that's what the big thing is here. And who wants to go first? Who has done an audio setup in their Firebird?
I have.
Classic car. John, Louie, Mike?
Yep. I think we've all done it. I use Retro Sound. They make a really nice modern radio that looks classic. It looks like the original, but has all the things, right? It has the Bluetooth, it has the microphone for hands-free calling, all the things you need these days. But it looks looks nice. So I was very pleased with it. Having a convertible was a bit of a challenge speaker wise, but that worked really nice for me, and it was. You can use it in the stock dash location. You didn't need to modify anything. It's very configurable. It worked very nice.
The exact one I used on my dad's car here. It's pretty good. The only thing I don't like is that technically those are Camaro knobs. I'm modifying some Firebird knobs. Hopefully they'll work on there, but I'll let you all know.
This is the head unit that I found that I'm considering. It's by Retro Radio. And
all I see is a black box. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I used.
Yeah. And it has
I have this car and the pumpkin. So
it's what?
The pumpkin and my dad's car, both I use that one.
Both have that one?
Yeah.
And then
how much that was going for now, guys?
About $250.
Not bad.
For that one. Bill says, where's Glenn? Which we'll get there. Then let's see. Let's remove that. And then speakers. Who wants to talk about speakers?
So in my convertible, I did kick panel speakers and I did the center dash speaker. That's all I did.
Oh, really?
I absolutely, I hate where they put the speakers in the rear behind the cover, and when the top's down, you can't hear it at all.
Nope.
So
and a convertible, correct? Yeah.
On the convertible, it's just nobody can sit back there anyway. So who cares?
No, not really.
Unless you're a double amputee, there's no way. It's just the way it is.
Double amputee. Mike. So I was thinking about these 5-inch ones in the front, but I don't know if I should put them in door panel or the kick panel.
You'll probably get less haters if you put it in the kick panel.
Yeah.
And not
having the kick panel. Yeah.
Okay.
I bought molded kick panels from Jegs that had the speakers in them, and they worked really good. But I will tell you what, you can't slide a credit card between the e-brake pedal and that speaker.
Oh, it's that tight.
Yeah. You got to be very careful with that. But it works and it clears, but it's really tight.
That's
really tight.
And then I'm thinking about 6x9s in the back.
Yeah, I have 6x9s in the back.
This is this one right here. Yeah, that one. So that's what I'm thinking about for the back and the back trailer. Area. Okay. And what about amplifiers?
I didn't use one. I just used the radio. It worked fine.
You didn't go with a separate amp?
No, I had plenty of snot for what I need.
So that brings up the idea that I had was I'm kind of weird, but I like my bass. So I was thinking one of these things.
No treble. Huh.
No treble.
Balance.
Okay.
All right. And now you guys can comment and give us
How old are
ideas.
you?
My brain says I'm still 25.
Yeah.
My body says I'm 98.
Yes.
Exactly.
And then, but I'm old school, so I was kind of thinking a 5-channel amp. But let's see, where was that at?
You know, I should have done this trivia. 1969 Firebird head units. I guess how many other applications actually work for 1969 Firebird? Because 67 and 68 Bird's interchangeable. 70 through like 79 is all the same. But 1969, does it cross to any other vehicles? Ooh, should have been a good trivia. So.
The head unit?
Yeah. If you don't want to hack up the dash, you don't want to cut up the dash, and no one's actually ruined it yet, but their 8-track player in there. It's just an oddball opening.
There's an 8-track head unit for the 69 Firebird.
Well, no, that's what happened back in the day. Would take a hacksaw and a hammer and cut the dash up and slam their 8-track player in the dash.
Or the one that mounts underneath the dash.
Oh, it's horrible. But they'd hack the dash up because it's a 1-year only radio. Such an odd opening that nobody really made any. There's some companies that make a reproduction kind of like that one we just looked at for 67, 68, but they're about $1,000 now.
Wow.
How much?
Yeah, I think about $1,000.
Holy moly.
I paid like $600 for this one like 6 years ago. I was like, God, horrible. I think I was up to about $1,000. Wow.
Wow.
So the 57 pickup I'm working on, OE for those was AM only.
Yep.
That's it. Unless you're going to ride around tuning in the ball game, I don't know what good that is. And it has a really, really odd shape to it.
That reminds me, my son years ago riding in the 69 Le Mans that had the AM only radio, and it still actually worked. So I turned it on, and he looks at me dead serious in the eyes, goes, wow, this car is old. It only has old music in it. Like, no, son, that's AM radio. So,
oh my. Now Weiler says get the FM modulator for AM.
I remember those. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a blast from the past.
You know, FM was out in the mid 60s, but didn't catch on until like the mid 70s.
Yep.
It was almost a flip from today. The radio stations would give away commercials on the FM, and where today they give it away on the AM. So kind of that little flop that happened there. Technology. Mike Jacob says, what about 3D printed knobs?
Yeah.
For the Firebird knobs.
Get rid of the Camaro knob. So the Camaro knob, at least that radio we bought, it's a round shaft with a slit in the middle. But the Firebird knobs are a D-shaped shaft, so you have to either file the shaft or modify the knob, and I haven't figured out which way I want to go yet.
But do they look the same? Are they different? Oh, they are different.
The Firebird knob kind of looks like the headlight switch and the wiper switch.
Okay.
That tall chrome with the center, it's similar to what's on there, but not exactly. So the Firebird knobs are a little different.
And originally from the factory, the first-gen Firebird just had the one speaker in the dash.
Well, you had rear speaker options.
Oh, you did?
And even a kick panel options. So it depends on how it all went. But normally the standard setup is a single center speaker.
And it's like a 5x10.
It's a weird size.
Yeah, it's a weird size. You can find them.
I do the dual 4-inch speakers on a plate mounted in there, so I have a left and right channel.
Left and right channels?
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
What's that, Mike?
Apparently, I just looked it up. Retro Sound does make one for the 55 through 59 Chevy truck.
Nice.
And it has the really odd shape to it. Neat.
I
guess I know what I'll be getting.
I haven't considered buying a non-working 67 radio.
Just put it in the hole.
And just put it in the hole and gut it and put in a Bluetooth connector.
Yeah.
That way it looks stock, it looks original, but you turn your phone on and through the speaker.
That's nice. Yep.
So, but I got to find one now that someone doesn't want $300 for. So if anyone has a 67 AM radio for the Firebird and you want me to make a video on how to convert it, send it to me and I'll do it up.
Louis probably has 6 of them in his shed.
Probably.
I think I got something. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I gave you an AM radio, Louis.
Yeah, I think I have. Yep.
Wow.
So Mike Jacob says, couldn't you modify a couple of windshield wiper knobs?
Well, the 68 wiper knob actually says wiper right across it.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
You know, but I mean, is that some potential? Yeah. But,
John Kilburn, I like the sound of the engine. I'm with you, dude. I never even turn on the radio. I'm listening to the car.
Alex Lopez says, hope you guys are doing really good. I'm pretty far from finishing my 67, but just did a lot of metal work and just finishing priming. Feels good. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats.
That's a big milestone.
David's Bird 69 says, Mike, what size speakers did you put in your kick panels?
I believe they were just 5-inch rounds.
Okay. Vinny says, junkyard diving. I have never seen a 67 or 68 Firebird in any of the junkyards I'm aware of.
Not around here.
Yeah, not going to happen. KUHNY 2243 says, my bezel in my 69 is a radio delete. Was that an option for Pontiac to delete the radio?
I don't know.
Now, in Porsche,
I don't know what years though.
in Porsche, you could pay more to not have a radio.
Isn't that backwards?
Mm-hmm. And you got this little plate that said Porsche that blocked it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, not doing that. Out.
He likes to turn knobs.
I like knobs.
You like to play with the knobs.
Tune in Tokyo. Tune in Tokyo.
In Tokyo.
All the young people are going, what?
Yeah, they have no idea.
None. Bill O'Brien says, did he just get done watching Stephen King's Christine? Chucky says, Classic Industries sells radio delete plates. Ah,
Nice.
all right. That's kind of cool. Any other ideas for audio? Someone's phone's going off.
So I also did an antenna delete on mine. So I used one of those hidden antennas that you mount to. You can mount them under the dash or whatever. It's a little piece of plastic about 10 inches long. But I mounted mine behind the rear seat on the convertible. On the rear seat support, and just in front of the convertible top. It looked really nice. I was shocked.
Now, on my Bird, my antenna is in the rear. But then, John, I saw a video of one of your cars where the antenna is in the front passenger
Yep.
fender.
Yeah, mine are always in the front. Rear-mounted antenna was kind of they had them all for 3 years of the first-gen Birds, but I've never had one with the rear antenna yet. So.
Was there a reason for it?
My 67 has it. The Lovebird has it on the rear.
I think it's just preference.
The rear was for the power antenna.
Yeah,
You could get a rear manual antenna. I thought it was power too, but you could actually get a rear manual antenna.
Yeah, you could.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. I think it was the idea that you could collapse the antenna, be it power or manual. The front never was that way. It was always a solid mast, the best of my knowledge.
John Kilborn says, W Nap Ref Race 75 to 79 AM to FM. John, retype that. Speak English. Any places for a rear power antenna? Yeah. Apparently you could have a power antenna on the rear.
Yeah.
That's when we had snap raft races. And then Wilder says second gen was in the windshield. That they put the
actually in the glass.
In the glass. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I was curious why they even offered a back antenna. That was the weirdest thing when I started digging into my car going, why? What was the point in it all? Let's see. Jim says, I've had pretty good luck with Crutchfield for anything audio. I looked at their stuff today, and their price is just about the same as Amazon and everybody else. So I might have to dig into that one as well. I tell you what, let's do some more trivia here.
Yeah, all right.
What is the difference in the subframes of the 67 Camaro versus the 67 Firebird? Hey, you guys, tell us. Make your answers over on the left or right, depending on how you see this.
Mine's on the right, so I'm not sure where everybody else is at, but mine's on the right.
Yeah, mine's on the right as well.
It doesn't work.
Motor mounts, Mike Jacobs says.
No.
The motor mounts are different between Chevy and Pontiac, but I don't think it affects the subframe.
Jim says their shipping is fast and customer service is awesome for Crutchfield. I've heard their customer service is really spot on. Weiler says the Pitman arm.
Camaro Pitman arm versus Firebird is different, but I think we're looking for the actual subframe itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, there's a guy locally here in Phoenix that's trying to sell a 67 Camaro subframe for $100. It popped up on my Facebook Marketplace.
Send me the picture of that, Brian.
Okay. And then that other guy that 400 block for $1,000. But I'll have to go look at that one for you, Louis. Chucky says the engine mount position and somebody's food is in the microwave.
Ding,
Ding, ding. What about the children?
Ding.
What children?
What about the children?
No. Okay, one more minute, and then we're going to get an answer here, if no one can guess it. I'm surprised no one's on their phone going to, like, ChatGTP.
That's cheating.
Richard says, is it a 3 holes in the front for rad shell?
Rad support tank. Yeah.
Yeah, what's the difference? So what is it?
All right, John, tell us.
What? My question?
Oh, whose question was it?
Mine.
Oh, tell us, Louis.
In 67 Camaro, you have 2 holes for the radiator support. And for Firebird, you have 3. All first 3 years, birds will have 3. Camaro 67 only had 2.
So Richard was right.
Yeah, and I know that for a fact because the Lovebird actually has a 67 Camaro subframe.
That'll make it go faster.
Yeah, it may be worth a little money because they got a little Camaro to it.
Yeah.
Wilder says, Brian, where did you get the Pontiac sign?
AI, baby, AI.
Are you referring to the background, Wilder? Because AI is fake.
I like that.
Wilder, I will send you one for just $99.95. Ship it
I'll send
right
you
out.
a dead battery at no charge.
That's right.
Oh boy.
It took me 20 minutes to stop laughing when I posted that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now I have something different for us, guys. Something I want to do a poll. So everyone that's watching, tell me what your answer will be. Here's our poll for the week. Which legendary American muscle car engine from the 60s and 70s would you most want under the hood today? A Chevy 454 LS6. B, a Mopar 446 pack. C, a Ford 428 Cobra Jet. Or D, a Pontiac 455 Super Duty. Let's see what the people say. We got D, A, D, A, D. Looks like A and D.
I'm a D kind of person. I like the D.
You like the D?
I can't pick C. I just can't do it.
You can't go that.
I got a lot of respect for B, though. I got to tell you that was a hell of a
Paul says Ford. He's going with B.
Yeah, Paul would.
Lisa says A. Kelly says D. Bowtie Classic says A. Jim and Kelly say D. Foster says A. Iron Country says D. Bowtie Classic says the LS6, the A. Billy Brew says A. Pontiacs and Pickens say D. Jim says D. Mike Jacob says D. VHP 454 says A. Wowzers. You guys like that idea. Vinny says A.
Lots of A's and D's.
Lots of A's and D's.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that like a HDA or something like that?
80, 80, 80, 80,
Yeah.
80.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Great. All of our people watching have that apparently. So
There's a Mopar guy.
that Howard
There's
Russell
always
says
one in
D.
the group.
Kilborn says when App the Buzzard was going to FM from AM and had raft races in White River to promote the station, your raft was anything beer can or basket on a raft. Oh my goodness. I worked in radio for about 6 or 7 years and we had some crazy promotions. Elrod says D. I'm thinking D wins it.
I think
Pontiac
so.
454 wins it, guys.
Yeah, it seemed to be the case.
Yep. We got a winner there. All right. Pull that one off. All right. Let's take some questions from you guys while I load up our next section. Or if someone wants to talk.
Well, I'm hoping for next week. It's supposed to hit about 50 degrees. I'm going to take a day off next week to get this thing in an epoxy. The fortunate thing, you'll start flash rust. It's been so cold here. The air is so dry. There is no moisture in the air. It's been like 0 degrees. So I wasn't really worried about flash rust in the sense of that, but I do need to get it painted. But you need about 60 degrees of metal temp. So I'm thinking next week it should be nearly 50 degrees. So it won't take much to get this up to temperature.
John, speaking of painting,
Yeah.
I came across a post on first generation Pontiacs. It was an old forum,
Oh.
like back in the early 2000s. And a guy said that he takes his single stage paint, mixes it, puts it in the cup, then has a crock pot
Heats it up.
on his bench and heats it up to like 100 degrees and then pours it in the gun and shoots it.
We used to do that with rattle can spray paint. We used to paint our model cars. You throw it in the hot water and get it. It would come out.
It flows
more
easily.
fine. It would flow out better. It would actually lay out really slick.
Mhm.
Have I ever done that with my automotive big car paints? No. I guess I suppose you may have some benefit to it, but a lot of stuff is catalyzed. I wonder if it'd pop off.
Right.
I don't know. So
Yeah, if you had any hardener in there, that would seem to play hell with that, I would bet.
Yeah.
The hardener would mess with you.
you
Yeah, start
catalyze
to
stuff.
take-
Yeah. Especially in
Right.
epoxy. I bet you it would pop off and it'd dry up and you'd be in trouble. I don't know. I've never experimented with that. So,
Huh. Well, if I have to repaint the hood on the bird, I may try that.
all right.
Is that what you burn through as a hood?
Yeah, the big time on the hood, right in the nose.
Dang it.
Yeah. It was like, what? Like 2 strokes. And I'm like, no way.
Well, I told you, put like 6 clear coats on top of that, you'd be fine.
Then
Yeah, that's safe. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
the other trick I saw was to use the Harbor Freight purple gun, but set the setting air pressure to 60.
Hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I don't know if that's going to work either. If you have a
Yeah.
small compressor, you're not going to be able to stop. You know. We have a new person, Donnie LV8 from Oregon.
Nice.
Let's see what's let's get catched up here. David Bird says, any recommendations for leaf springs for a 69 Bird?
Still looking.
Here you go.
I have yet to find any real leaf springs that I can put right in and it has love. So I'm still on the I don't have any great advice.
Nothing.
Yeah.
There's actually a shop not too far from here that still makes leaf spring. And then you give your year, make, and model, and they will make you a leaf spring for that car, brand new.
Yeah, we had a place there close to where I was at, but they closed up shop. So
Yeah.
Kelly and Rob say, any tips on cleaning up original glass?
I love my quad 4 steel wool.
Yep.
Just, that quad 4 stuff, it'll take paint, some of the haze out of it. It won't scratch it. But make sure when I say quad 4, it's 0, 0, 0, 0. 4 zeros, that's the grit. Anything
4.
less than that, like 3 or double 0, you're going to scratch the glass up. But quad 4, it actually does a really nice job and cuts all the crud pretty quick.
And what do you lubricate that with, Jonathan? Do you use any fluid or just dry?
Nope. I go dry because if you do it wet, the stuff rusts. It's nasty. But the only problem is you got to clean the dust up because you're just making a steel wool powder. So you don't want that in your window channels. If it's the glass nest, you want to blow it out real good. That's why I don't like using water. Blow out the dust really good, then give it a good rinse and get all the dust out. So.
Very cool. Vinny says everyone should like this video. So if you guys take a moment on your phones, your computers, hit the like button for us. Thank you, Vinny. Foster says, should my hood tack on my 69 be black or the color of the car?
Body color.
Body color.
Right.
Yep.
Palladium silver.
Scott Mannion 962 says, "Oops, wrong podcast. This whole time, I've been wondering where the vice grip garage guy went." Oh boy. Mike Jacob says, "Do you watch
Paintucation.
Paintucation?
Mm-hmm.
He has a bare metal treatment he uses to apply until ready to prime to avoid flash rust." I haven't seen it.
I'll
So I
have to
can't
watch
comment.
that.
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
Let's see. D Lonely V8 says, "I can share that I bought basic multi-leaf replacement springs for my 69 Camaro. They were way too stiff and sits way too high."
Yeah.
Okay. They bought them from Summit. Chucky says, "Disney, were they 4-leaf or 5?" He's asking D Lonely V8. Okay.
Yeah, he got a little auto correction going on there.
Stupid autocorrect.
Who needs that?
Me.
Yeah. See, I've gotten a set of the Summit 5-leaf springs before. I think they were on the Mockingbird, and it sat sky high in the back. I just took one of the leaves out, then cut the center pin down, and I'll tell you what, it put it right where I wanted it. But then, of course, in a 4-leaf spring, which that's fine. They came with 3, 4, or 5. Or I guess technically mono leaf as well.
Mono, yeah.
Yeah. But my dad's car is a 3-leaf spring, and I can't take any of the leaves out. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So.
Yeah, Chucky says try 4 leaves on that one.
Yeah.
Or 4.5 leaves. DS755 RXZ says. Is there a way to tell when those leaf springs have had their time cut? Time to replace?
They teach you the springs. You measure ride height to determine spring wear. But we don't like our cars at ride height factory anyway. So it's kind of inspect them for cracks or missing chunks out of the leaf spring. The center pin's missing out of them, or is it kind of arched backwards? Probably time to replace them.
Okay. John Kilborn says, "Burn through and cook the paint. You're on a roll." Yeah, well, and I wasn't even drinking, so I don't know what the hell that was about. Yeah, he says, "Agree. I'm going to cut a leaf out and cut half or maybe 1 coil out of the front." I've heard guys doing that. They cut the bottom of the front coil.
Yeah.
To get that.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm going to leave mine alone until I can get my 15-inch rallies done and put on. For now, I'm just going to run the 14s. Yeah. Billy Bruce says, "What? No shackles?" Easy to do, Brian.
Yeah.
But I got to fix. Louie and Jonathan have schooled me on some ideas on how to fix that burn through.
Yeah.
We're doing that. All right. Let's do another trivia. You guys seem to like that. Which had bigger rims from the factory?
Size? Yeah.
The 69 GTO or the 69 Firebird?
So which had the bigger wheels? The 69 GTO or 69 Firebird?
So we're talking rim like 15, 16.
The steel wheels. Yeah. Which one?
Steel wheel.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like GTO is so far the leader.
Man, how long do we let it go for? You like 2 minutes, 3 minutes?
Yeah, but then Bill Bryan says 2. GTO. We have 1 bird from Billy Brew. DS Pontiacs and Pickens says yes.
I love that answer. It's my kind of answer.
Same, I think. David's Bird 69 says they were the same. GTO Chucky says that's a good one.
Hey, I come every once in a while. I come up with a good one.
A gooder one.
Gooder.
All right, tell us, Johnny.
The only reason I know this is because I've owned both cars. And the part that blows your mind is 1967 and 68 Firebirds 14x6 was your standard wheel size. 1969 Firebird, however, they jumped up to 14x7s. But the GTO in 1969 still ran a 14x6. So the answer would be the Firebird. As much as the GTO is a bigger car, bigger engine, more power, nope, it kept the little tiny baby wheels on it.
Interesting. So GTO is not the correct answer.
Nope.
Dun, dun, dun. So
I
who's
got
our
the
winner?
JA stamped wheels for 1969 disc brake GTO judges on my car, and I learned all about that. And I was like, that's the silliest thing I've ever heard of. Why would they put the bigger wheel on the Firebird? Not that I'm complaining, but just kind of a strange situation.
Okay, Billy Brew, he won that one. I think it was the only one to say the Bird. Everyone else said GTO.
Everyone else is giving us the GTO, not the Bird. So,
Interesting. All right, let's get rid of
yep,
that one.
Firebird was 14x7. 69 Firebird. Sorry, I made a correct that. 69.
So Firebird was 14x7.
Yep, for 69, 1969. So 67 and 68, 14x6.
By 6, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chucky says, I didn't see that one coming. Yeah, I don't think anybody did.
Yeah, and I just came up with that one.
All right, well, I think it's time to introduce our special guest.
Yes.
That's me.
So we're going to call this a new segment. We're going to call it a viewer ride. So if you have a vehicle, it doesn't matter if it's a Firebird or a Camaro or a Mustang, Mopar, whatever. If you are a subscriber and you watch us and you enjoy it, send one of us a message with your ride if you want to join us one week, and we'll talk about you and your car. So with that being said, let's introduce our guest tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. James Jenkins. You're live, buddy.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Let's try this down here. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
We can hear you now, James.
Can you hear me now?
So, James, tell us about your car.
Well, my car's a Fiat, you know. But my wife has a Firebird. Hers is
She's a
Firebird
keeper.
right behind me here.
A Fiat?
Yeah, hers that Firebird right behind me. We call it the Snowbird.
The Snowbird.
Your fault.
Snowbird, you bet. Yeah, 67.
Tell
Hell,
us a little
that's
bit about it.
Let's see, what factory 326 motor. Was in it when I got it, and I tore it apart, and I said, there's nothing wrong with it. It only had 47,000 miles on it.
Wow.
A friend of mine, James Platt, and my son went down, and we all went down and got it. And the guy said, yeah, it's original miles. And I'm thinking, there's no way. But if you see up in the upper right-hand corner of my garage here, there's still the first tag that was on that car is 1967. So it still had the 67 tag on it. So I believe it's got some miles on it, but I don't think it's the motor. The motor is absolutely clean inside. But yeah, it's 67 Firebird. Everything's been done to it. You know, same thing as all you guys have done. And it's been a blast. It's been a blast. Not always, but been a blast. Sometimes I'll have that picture you have on there right now. If the doors open, it's like stop and go traffic. I get people just pull in the driveway, and I'm waving and doing this stuff for as long as I have from my house. I've learned if I'm under the car and somebody honks, don't look up to wave. You'll end up with stitches. It gets ugly. It's a fact. Now, my wife picked up the color. The reason we painted the color it is, which will be base white, the whitest white you can get, which is the base white. And then we're going to put pearl on top of that in a mid coat, 2 coats of pearl. And then we're going to go 6 coats of the clearest clear that Matrix has on the market. And then we'll scrub and buff it from that point on. If you look at that picture there, that's the interior before we got to finish, had some wires hanging down. The only thing we changed, I like leaving them old school looking on the outside. And, if you want to change them to make them modern, to make them more reliable, and a little more creature comfort, then, why not? So, we put a different radio, and I think John's put the same radio in his car that I put in that one there, which I really like. My son, I'm not a radio whiz. My son come over and said, Dad, this is the one you need here. And as I was getting ready to talk to him, he got on my phone and ordered it. And I'm thinking, apparently you want me to have that one. And so, yeah, It's got a good stereo in it. I did have the only thing I needed, the transmission was really sloppy, so I said to myself, you should probably fix this. So I sent it off. I don't do transmissions here, so I sent it off and had it done. Company in Oklahoma City, Del City Transmissions, they done it, and I'll be collecting $10 from them for saying that out loud. But yeah, they did a good job. I think like most cars, you rescue them out. Obviously, he had rust on it, and but what made me choose this car here is the rust in the fenders and a little bit of full board rust, trunk rust. Yeah, I live with it. But the rocker panels were just absolutely perfect. The well down the bottom was straight as well. It hadn't been on a lift before, I don't think. But yeah, that's her car there. We had I bought the interior kit and had an upholstery shop. They put it in there for. I think I had all the equipment, and they put the poster in there for like $500 or something other. Which I really like that. They did a good job. Yeah, good budget. But yeah, we like it. What I'm on right now, as you can see in a picture back there, is the headlights from hell. I'm going to call it the. I just we fought. There was a lot of arguing between me and that, but I ended up taking a fairly large hammer to it, and I got it worked out that way. It worked out pretty good though. John helped me out on a lot. Louis helped me out some, and Brian told me to go to hell. So I figured, I'll just fix that. But yeah, a lot of work goes into them, but it's worth the work if you put the work into it. It'll be what you want it to be. You just got to put the work into it. I have a lot of friends around here that come by and ask me a lot of questions and stuff. And man, I tell you what, I have no idea why, but I just I cannot say no to anybody. I don't care if it's like, Josh Pratt, a good friend of mine, come by and said, hey, can you build an exhaust system for a 15-horse motor that I'm going to replace a 6-horse on my chipper? And I'm thinking, yeah, bring it. So we spent one whole day doing that, which was I'll never get that time back, but it was a lot of fun. We had a good time doing that. James Platt, a good friend of mine, he's over here, I think, as much as I am, but the shop's kind of open to everybody. They just come and go as they want. People, buses, honking and stuff. That's why, I don't have any here. It's all rubbed off on the bottom of the car someplace. So, yeah, it's a good build. My wife picked out the color. The reason Lila picked out the color was the first car that I ever had whenever Lila and I was dating back in 1979. 45 years, dear. Thank you very much. Don't hit me. And yeah, it was a Firebird. 67 Firebird. It was, they didn't have Pro Street back then, but I'd done the best to build what I thought was what I wanted. And it was definitely an oddity. I run a 421 Super Duty in it, and I think in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I think it still has the speed record or the time for 11:22, and I think I run 1:28. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. But she said I want it painted like the car we had when we got dated. And I said, "You got it, babe." So yeah, she
got to do what the little lady says.
Well, yeah, and speaking of ladies and friends and family and stuff, I think a good friend James Platt of mine comes over all the time. Josh Pratt comes over. Lila is out here. If I'm out here, she's out here. And she, family. If you don't have family helping you, seriously, you end up being like the donkey on that Shrek show. You're all alone, and what are you gonna do? Yeah, family.
You're making waffles in the morning.
Yeah, if you get off the porch in time to come back inside, yeah. But yeah, family first, and then cars. It's as John always says, come over, we'll play cars. That's what I do out here all the time.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And I think it's just a lot of fun to get out here and work. I retired, I don't know, the second time about 2 years ago. And I thought, well, we'll go on vacations. We'll have this. Oh, hell no. I'm out in the garage 60, 70, 80 hours a week now. So I need to get a job and go back to work. I need a vacation.
Very cool. All right. James, we appreciate you being on the show tonight.
No problem at all. No problem at all. Glad to have you guys.
And we're going to do some more stuff here before we get off. We're about 10 minutes away. All right. All right, gentlemen. I have our final trivia.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's James's car.
That's not it.
There it is. Now, this is for my Ford people.
Okay.
Who bought the first production Ford Mustang before its official public launch?
Santa Claus.
Come on, Paul. Don't let me down here.
It was Louie. Louie loves Mustangs.
I hate Mustangs.
This one caught me by surprise when I was doing my research. I was like, interesting.
That means it was John DeLorean then, huh?
No, okay, I'll give you a hint. The person who bought it is Canadian.
Oh.
Oh,
He's one of those Canucks.
Canuckistanian.
Yes. And he was also an airline pilot.
Howard Hughes?
Dun, 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 dun. Any guesses? Let's see. We got Nicolas Cage, Carol Shelby. Who cares? It's a Ford.
Oh, dang it. Jay Leno. Hey, all right.
We're a big GM type of group, aren't we?
Yeah, it seems that way.
Oh my goodness. All right, so here's the answer. Captain Stanley Tucker. He was a pilot for Eastern Providence Airways.
Huh.
And a dealer in St. John's, Newfoundland sold it to him early before the official debut on April 17th of 64 at the New York World's Fair. Ford later tried to buy it back for their collection, but he refused until they offered to give him Mustang number 1,000,001 instead.
Okay.
So there you go.
I think I would have kept number one, but okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Anne Murray, Tucker, Jay Leno. Yeah. So that's the.
I gotta say, that's some obscure shit right there, Brian.
Hey, I go deep when I'm at work because I have nothing better to do. I'm waiting for people to break stuff so I can go fix it.
Huh.
Well, that usually doesn't take long.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
So, any ideas for this weekend? What we're working on?
I'm gonna try to get this thing all masked off and ready to paint. So that's gonna take a little time, but it's ready. I got the fenders back off and stripped on the inside and out. So it's gonna be a paint booth here soon.
You know what we forgot to ask James? Where's Glenn?
Damn it! It's a Glenn free zone.
I would have thought at least we'd had a half a dozen Glenn comments tonight, but
Well, we tried.
There was a few early on, but not many.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you got planned for the weekend?
I got to address an issue on my Silverado. I got some rust starting on my 2019 Silverado. So
Wait,
I'm gonna
rust in New Hampshire?
Oh yeah. It's
How's that possible?
I'll do a segment on it. It's classic. Another hefty design flaw, but I gotta blast some paint on my fenders and seal it and repaint it and protect it. But I don't want it to become a hole. It's just a little surface rust right now. So.
And what's the temperature out there in New Hampshire?
Oh, today it was like a balmy 5 degrees. It's
Yeah.
nice.
That was a heat wave, he says.
Yeah, it's supposed to snow tonight and then get really cold on Sunday. Great.
Thanks. Boo. Well, we're supposed to creep up with some temperature here, so I'm going to take it.
What's the temps going to be like there in Indy?
Well, right now, I think it's like 12 degrees or 50. No, it warmed up like 20-something degrees. And tomorrow, it's supposed to get to depth of the 20s again. Then Sunday, into the 30s. And then Monday, 40s. And then Tuesday, maybe 50. So,
Those
Wow.
so I'm going to get my shorts out and go swimming.
Oh, dear Lord.
Put the shorts on and swim in the snowbank, huh?
Yeah, and dive through the ice.
Lily, what are you going to do this weekend?
I don't know if I'm gonna do anything this weekend. It's gonna be cold as shit over here.
What's the temp?
It's gonna be the highest 7 tomorrow.
7 is the high?
Yeah. Yep. And then I think Sunday 15 and we might be high 20s Monday going, into the week.
And I know you'll all be cheering on my Patriots on Sunday, right?
Boo.
Let me wipe my tears. Oh, we're talking football now.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we've been in a drought for 5 years. This is,
So
back.
is Tom Brady right now sitting at home going, they should have never went without me?
We'll see.
Looks like Mike Jacobs is a Seahawks fan.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, my goal this weekend is to start on my emblems.
Okay.
So I was missing the
Right
set
side?
of the fender bird and fender Firebird. What was it, John? What?
The right side emblem?
Yes, the right side emblems, which Louis says is the same as the other side.
I made a personal video for you, buddy.
I know. So I went out and I took the driver's side fender bird Firebird and went and put it on the passenger side, and the pins don't match.
Yeah.
What the butterscotch?
He probably had it upside down.
That's an idea. That's an idea. But it will be 80 degrees tomorrow here.
Nice.
So I will be in shorts and flip-flops while I'm out cleaning emblems and putting new color in.
Ryan, your car is painted, so how are you going to fix those holes?
Repaint the damn thing, Louis. I have a whole gallon extra paint.
Yeah. Cut the middle.
Come on,
stud
Billy,
off.
don't be a hater.
Right. Pins and just glue it. Kidding. Kidding.
Just get double-sided tape. I have some that don't have the studs. I could have sent you one of those. You should have told me.
I'll figure this out one way or another. I'm a resourceful person, so because I drink my drinks out of a paint stirring cup.
Hey.
See,
Yeah. You'll
cheap.
never mix that up when you're painting.
No, never. Well, let's say it's wonderful. A little bit of harder in this.
So it got a little burn, a little kick to it.
James says, Lewis, put your hat on. NASA called. Looks like solar flare and wanted a replay of that. What? Let's see. Billy Bruce says, anyone but the Patriots. Wow.
Yeah.
Vinny says, it should be illegal to have a Firebird in yucky weather. I assume that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
It
It just makes us appreciate the 3 months of the year we can drive them.
I know.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 months I can't drive it because it's 120 degrees and you'll
Melt.
sweat your nutsack off just letting it warm up. Mike Jacobs says, I grew up as a Lions fan and switched to Seattle when Mike
Holmgren.
took over as head coach. You can see I follow football. Nobody likes a winner, Mike.
Ain't that the truth? Same thing with auto racing, believe me.
James Burr says, Brian needs to go to Mike's and run the snowplower.
The snowblower, yeah.
The snowblower, no, not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Dude,
Mike,
it's-
I saw that video. It was cool.
it's the gummies. The gummies are kicking in for James. Scott says, make James a permanent fixture on your show. Okay.
All right.
CC Clifton 2579 says, just want to thank Brian and John for their efforts. All you've done has been not only educational but also motivational to
Nice.
keep going on my old bird. I'll drink to that.
We like to hear that.
Make sure you follow Louis and Mike's as well, which I probably should do this as well. Let me see if I can do this real quick here. I'm trying all these new fancy things this week, guys.
You really upped our game today, Brian.
So if you are not a subscriber to any one of our channels, would you take the time and click these links and help support us? And that's a big gobbledygook of stuff, isn't it?
Sure looks fantastic.
Yeah, it looks
Wiped
fantastic.
out the whole
Brian.
street.
Yeah, that's a fail. That would be a fail. John Kilboard says cold. Bill O'Brien says, thanks, guys, for a good show tonight. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Yeah.
Yep. I appreciate everybody joining in. Had some great chat tonight.
Kilborn says, does John's dad have an idea on what will be his first show for the Bird?
There you go.
Ooh. I'm hoping it's just stretching it, but maybe Firebird Fest if it's roadworthy or done. That's going to be close, though.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Okay. Anybody else I'm forgetting here? Mike Jacob says, stay warm, guys, except Brian.
Damn it.
I may have the cooler on in the garage tomorrow.
Oh, boo.
I know. Yeah. Put the fan on, a little bit. All right. Well, it looks like Blake is saying cheers and have a great night, gentlemen.
Sounds like a plan.
We're at the 1 hour mark. So, gentlemen, have a good weekend.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, ladies. Oh, that's right. Because our birthday girl.
Yep.
Our Firebird sister.
Yep.
That's right. So we got to include the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not all, testosterone and.
Don't do it, Brian.
I know.
I want to say something, but I can't. So.
All right, gentlemen, go have fun with the lady folks and cars.
See y'all later. So.
All right, guys.
Good night.
I'm sure we'll chat later.